fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Wave 11 from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection from Hasbro. So this wave consists of 4 figures. We have Dino Fury Red, Dino Charge Pink, Wild Force Lunar Wolf, and a Zeo Cog. So we're getting another Zeo Cog, even though they gave us the 2-pack previously, but they did bundle in the 2 Tonfas for Rocky for Zeo Blue, so kind of forcing us to buy it if you want those accessories. But I'm actually pretty excited for the other 3. Lunar Wolf is one of my all-time favorite suits, so I was very excited for that. And I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I did get the correct 6 stripes, and I know I have the correct silver boots there, so that's pretty exciting. And then we have civilian heads for these 3. Obviously no civilian head for the Cog, but he does have the opening and closing. Well, this is closed, this is open, it doesn't actually move. But yeah, so very cool, very excited for these. Packaging's pretty standard. We still have the Tom Whalen box art here, which unfortunately we know is going away because the most recent wave does not have that, which is kind of a shame. And then you have a little product shot here on the back. So that is Dino Fury Red. Here is Dino Charge Pink. Here is Lunar Wolf from Wild Force. And then here is that Zeo Cog. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all out of the box and we'll take a closer look. Here are the 4 figures out of the box. We'll start over here with Dino Fury Red. He looks pretty great. Honestly, I think this actually really came out good. The paint applications are all pretty solid. The helmet looks phenomenal. Really nice and sharp there. I like that quite a bit. You have this pattern here on the chest. You have a holster for the sword. The sword, I think, came out great. Let me pop this out of the holster real quick. Really nice paint applications there. The red eyes are nicely painted. The gold, the silver for the blade of the sword. Really looks quite nice. Now, all these are going to have the basic same articulation. You have a hinge in the neck. You can see it right there. And you also have a ball joint for the actual helmet itself, so you can look side to side. You can tilt a little bit side to side. With the hinge, you can look pretty far down, pretty far up. You have nice butterfly joints. And all this silver paint is really sharp. I think that looks good. Nice hinge there in the shoulder, as well as a rotation. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Nice gold paint there. The morpher is molded. No paint, unfortunately, but molded pretty nice there in black. You have a hinge and swivel there in the wrist. You have this really nice ball joint here in the chest, and you can see that they've kind of painted so that the symbol pretty much matches up no matter how you have that going. You have a hinge here in the abdomen, a little ab crunch. Nice paint there for the belt buckle. Kick pretty far forward. Kick pretty far out to the side. Can't really go back just because of the way the butt's molded. You have a thigh swivel there, double jointed knees. You do have a boot swivel as well, and you have some nice gold paint there on the boots. And then you have the hinge there in the ankle, as well as a side-to-side rocker. So really nice articulation for these figures, and I think this came out really, really great. Now, of course, he does come with the civilian head for Zeo, which I think came out pretty good. I think that really looks like the actor. Pretty well done. I kind of wish that they also had a head with the antenna, but I get it. Can't really put 2 heads in the box, and this one just kind of makes sense to take priority. But overall, pretty nice head there. He does come with an extra set of hands, so he has a silver fist hand for the left, and then he's got kind of like a posing hand there for the right, done in red. And then he has this like effect piece, which I guess just kind of feeds, the sword blade feeds through here. So it kind of looks like lightning is coming off the sword. I kind of like how that works. It just kind of like touches the blade and then kind of looks like it's coming off there. I think that's really cool. That's a really neat one. So I like him a lot. Really well done. Like the accessories. Really nice paint. Articulation's pretty solid. I like the holster there for the sword. All in all, really nice figure. Moving on to Dino Charge Pink. Now this is the only one in the wave that is pinless, which I think is interesting. I don't know why they decided to go with the older sculpt for all the male bodies, but it is nice to get a pinless figure. I think she looks pretty good. Nice paint there on the helmet. And she's got pretty much all the same articulation. She even has double jointed elbows, which I think is nice. The belt buckle there is painted very nicely. You have the little Triceratops symbol there as well, very nicely painted. Silver and red paint there for the shoulder pad. The yellow continues on the back, which is really nice. Just all in all, really solid. She does have the skirt, which is a little bit more kind of solid plastic than I would like. I wish it was a little bit more malleable, because it's a little difficult to kind of get her to like kick out to the side. Not impossible, but you can see that the skirt kind of makes it push back towards the center there. Can't really kick all that much forward either because of that. And I like the little bit darker pink there for the arms, since that does make sense for the suits. And I think that's really nicely done. But yeah, just all in all, really sharp looking figure. She does come with a civilian head as well, and I think this one's actually done pretty well. Really nicely done. The hair, I think, looks good. The eyes are nicely painted. They actually match up where they're supposed to be. So yeah, really nice civilian figure there. Civilian head, I should say. Here is the Morpher. Unfortunately, the black stripes are not painted on both sides. That's kind of a bummer. But you do get this effect piece, and you can see it plugs in here, like so. And I think that works pretty well. I like that. And then she comes with a extra set of hands. So she has a fist hand, and then like a karate chop hand. And then, strangely, she comes with her signature weapon, which looks great. I mean, the silver paint is really nice. The Triceratops symbol there, also really nicely painted. But she's the only Dino Charge figure to come with this weapon. And we're like 5 out of 6 at this point. So, just seems really strange to me that they decided to include it here. I like having it, but it's weird that the others don't have it. And it certainly doesn't have any ability to combine. Even if the others did exist, this is molded in a way that it would not be able to combine with anything else. Unless there was some kind of peg here or something and it was going to peg on there. But I don't think they have any intention of doing the other weapons. And I think it's just weird to get, 1 out of 5 here. And that's just strange to me. But it looks nice. It's nice to have. But she didn't come with the sword as a result. So everyone else has had the, gun/morpher and the sword. And then she has that weapon instead of the sword. So she's the only one that's going to have no sword. If you decide to do a display where they're all holding their sword, she won't have one. So that's kind of a bummer. Kind of a weird choice. But overall, I think she looks good. And again, with that, ball joint there in the torso, they did paint it so that it does match up pretty well no matter how you have that pose. So it's a good figure. Just a little bit odd in the choice of accessories. Let me make sure she's going to be able to stand there. All right, Nick. Oh, let's see. She doesn't want to stand. Come on. Come on, Shelby. Oh, now you've got me knocking over Lunar Wolf. What are you doing? All right, so let's move on to Lunar Wolf. I love this suit. I think he looks phenomenal. The helmet, really nicely done. Really nicely painted. He has the correct number of stripes. He's got the silver boots, so we win this round. He doesn't have a holster on the side for the sword. That is a bit of a bummer. But you do have the sword here. Really nicely detailed and painted there. I think that looks good. He also comes with the gun configuration. If I can not knock someone over for 5 seconds. So he's got the gun configuration here as well. Also really nicely painted. And then he's got this effect piece that you can kind of plug onto the end of it. So it can kind of look like he's firing a giant shot, or you can put it on the end of the sword. So it looks like maybe he's, clanging or some kind of power disruption while he's slashing his sword. I think it works better for the gun, but it is possible to put it on both. So I just wanted to show that off. He also comes with the Merrick civilian head, which I think this one looks really good. I think, honestly, this wave's been pretty solid with these civilian heads. They did a really nice job with this. He's got his frosted tips. He's looking fancy. So really nicely done there. And then he also comes with a pair of the, animal claw hands, which is very cool. I don't know if everyone from Wild Force has these. I think the only other one we have so far is the Blue Ranger from Wild Force, Max the Shark. I don't know if he comes with these. I hope he does. I don't have him yet. But I think that's a really nice inclusion for the Wild Force characters. But yeah, the suit looks great. Now again, back to pins. I don't know why she's the only one that's pinless, but it's fine. He's got really nice smooth articulation too. Like of all the figures, I think he has the smoothest joints. A lot of the other ones are a little stiff, but honestly, he looks really good. I love the accessories. I love all the paint. Got the gold there for the like glove cuff. You got it there on the belt. You got it here on the boot cuff. We got the right colored boots. But he's got all the same articulation as Zeo. But just looks really sharp. I like it a lot. I wish he had the holster. It's the only thing holding him back from being 100% perfect. But not that big a deal. Still really came out looking great. I absolutely love this suit. Next up, we are moving on to the Cog. We've seen this guy before. Not really much new going on here. They just wanted to get us to buy another one, and they knew that if they put Rocky's Tonfas in there, we would do it, and so we have. But yeah, he looks good. I mean, you know, it's an army builder, so I don't mind having another one. I did pick up the 2-pack before that had one silver and one red, so now I have another silver. I thought it would have been neat if, like, randomly in the case assortment, some of them were silver and some of them were red. So that way you wouldn't really know which one you were getting until you found it in store, or if you bought it online, you just get one randomly. But they decided to go with the silver here. He's got a little bit of a translucent look there, which I think is kind of cool. Makes him look more metallic. Overall, the paint and everything, the plastic's really sharp. Got the gold, got the silver here. The head looks great. I mean, that's really nice gold paint there. Really like the look of that. He does have pins, just like the others. It's pretty much all the same articulation as the other male figures. He comes with a ton of accessories. So he does have the version of the head where the mask is slit open for the terrifying red eyes underneath. Again, really nicely painted gold. That looks really sharp. He's got two versions of the staff, kind of the condensed version, and then the fully extended version, which looks really good as well. And then, of course, the aforementioned Tonfas for Rocky. So you can now go put these with your Zeo Blue and complete that, since all the others came with their weapons. So nice to finally have those. They are very nicely detailed and painted. Let me zoom in just a bit here. I think they look good. Simplistic design, but, you know, they look like the weapons from the show, and they do look good. So very, very cool there. And then he does come with 2 extra hands. He's got a closed fist, and then kind of like a evil pose. I'm gonna grab ya. But, or maybe he's just getting ready to do, like, he's getting ready to beat somebody up, so he's doing that, like, punching into the... He almost kind of could do something like holding the one hand like he's getting ready for a beatdown. I like that. Anyway, 2 extra hands there. So it's a really solid assortment, I gotta be honest. I've kind of pulled back from Lightning Collection just because, you know, I usually wait for sales, or there have been so many QC issues recently. This most recent wave, the QC issues are just off the charts, but this is a solid wave. This is kind of back when... I know this wave's a little bit older at this point, but it's kind of back before all the huge QC issues sprung up, and these are great. Honestly, I don't have any problems, not really any loose joints, nothing broke, knock on wood. You know, it's a nice lineup. I think Dino Fury Red, Dino Charge Pink, Lunar Wolf, 3 really great Rangers. You know, the Cog's a little superfluous, I guess, but he does come with a ton of accessories. You get those Tonfas for Rocky, and it's a good-looking figure. I mean, the paint's really nice. Looks very metallic. I don't mind having another army builder. All in all, it's a really solid wave. This is probably on sale all over the place now, so if you're still looking for these, check around, especially with all of the sales for this weekend. So, yeah, check them out. Definitely pick them up. I think all 4 of these are really solid and worth adding to the collection. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.